The way the way you got your 1 foot back ready to get into position.
Yes.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes, I am in position.
Hey, we're on great time. I'm so grateful to be. Well, let's start with some gratitude.
Do it.
We're on. Oh, okay. Well, first of all, I'm grateful that we're going to go for a bike ride today. I'm grateful that we've been getting bike rides in. I'm grateful for my bike. I'm grateful for my bike water bottle. I'm grateful for the thing on my bike that holds all my plants so that I could eat. And I'm really grateful for everybody who has been liking, subscribing, and sharing. And just kind of,
Yes.
I'm grateful.
Well, I'm grateful for all that too. I'm also grateful my legs still work after that bike ride yesterday. That wind was a hell of a workout. I'm grateful you guys are back for another episode of Plantspiration Unplugged. We're John and Stephanie, founders of the nonprofit Plantspiration, that we started to help people reverse disease, go plant-based for their health, the animals, and the planet.
True. People know us for losing 250 pounds as a family, reversing a slew of our own chronic diseases, and now we're known for reaching and teaching people all over the world how to prevent and reverse disease, lose weight, and feel great. But it's not been because of information alone.
Well, no.
That doesn't change people, and that's why we're in here kind of unpacking. What is going on? Why are we in here? What are we doing? Because we realize it's not just information. Is my mic all right, first of all? Do I sound okay?
Sure.
Why are you laughing?
It's just because the information alone, doesn't do it.
Well, it's laughable to us now because it seems like we could see it. Is that a fair way to put it?
Yeah.
It seems like we could see it. But anyway, we'll get into that in a second. How was your week? It's been a different week for us.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm too...
What is the deal?
No, it's okay. I
You
feel
need
like...
to adjust your mic a little bit.
No, I'm good.
In, out, lower, higher, the volume, headphones. What do you need?
Keep going. So how was your week? Oh, there it is.
Oh, my headphones were... Yeah, my week was, it was like that. It was crazy. There was just a lot going on. More machines coming into our building. A lot of tooling.
You were beat all week.
Yeah, I was
You were
running.
like, I was like, is he coming down with something? Like you just were...
I'm coming down with, I'm going to need a damn vacation real soon.
Accurate. Even before when we were getting the notes together, I was like, yeah, what class did we do last week? What class do we have next week? Usually I'm like, boom, boom, boom. But it just seemed like, hold on, I have to go back and look. It has been a lot.
Yeah, how was your week?
It was busy. It was busy. I actually got a lot done this week. I got a lot done. There's a lot been going on. I'm getting a lot done. But really all I can think about, to be honest, was it was our birthday on Friday.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for the birthday wishes. This is absolutely insane that at 55 years old, I'm doing stuff like this when this was the farthest thing from who I thought I was or what I was going to be or become or what, all of that. So all I thought, and then on top of that, like the birthday week, all my wishes were coming true. It's 80 degrees yesterday.
Yeah.
It's 80 degrees today. So all I've been thinking about, I think you guys know, is my bike. My bike, I went for a bike ride, but first Friday, it was a work day. I had to get some work done, and it started off kind of crummy. You know, you wake up, you're like, it's my birthday. And I even said to you when I looked over, because our birthday is the same day, you guys, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I looked over and I was like, no expectations. I don't want a special dinner. I don't want a special card. I'm just grateful that we made it to here and that we're where we are. I mean, that's really all I cared about. Where in the past I was like, I called it like a Hallmark holiday. I expected like, da, 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 like a new car, even though that was completely ridiculous. But you know what I mean? We have these I had these beliefs, like the birthday was the day that you just like, you know.
What, flowers and candies and cards and stuff?
Yes, I couldn't even have the words anywhere because now I want bike, I want a break, I want, you know, I love the Facebook, the people saying happy birthday. I just spent all weekend going, oh my God, how nice. Oh
Well,
my
it's
gosh,
just
how
now
nice.
we know, like, just spending time together is much more.
Yes.
Means more than, you know.
Yeah, I had more gratitude for everybody taking the time to do that and all the wonderful messages everybody has sent, it's taken up a lot of my thoughts. So when we think about where did the week go, we talked last week about people like congregate over cortisol, and I was congregating over dopamine all week long. I was like, wow, this is so nice. And then, you know, I went out for a bike ride, and then did you go on Friday?
No.
We didn't go for a bike ride on Friday.
No.
On Thursday, I went out there. And, you know, when I go out the door and I'm like, wow, I can't believe this. I just can go out the door and I'm just going to go 30 miles. And, you know, I do a 30-mile bike ride. And while I was out there, I spent so much time. I'm getting to something, you guys. I'm getting to something. This is even relevant to the whole topic now that I think about it. You know, we've got all this information out here, but in this moment out on the trail, I'm doing like, let me see how relaxed I can get. Let me see how I can get more airflow in my nose. You know, I'm not listening to music. I'm not doing anything. I'm just really out there in my mind thinking, wow, this is way out of my old mind. You know what I mean? And I noticed the more that I opened up my airflow, the more that I relaxed my body. It was very weird. I was like, is this working the way I'm feeling like it's working? Every time that I would breathe and relax my body, it would get like a boost of endurance.
Nice.
And then I later read up that athletes do this kind of stuff. Again, I'm glad that I feel it first and then I find out, oh, so this is what I did.
Well, I'm an athlete now.
No. It is considered endurance athlete. You know, I read up on it, what I'm doing, but I don't feel like that when I'm out there. I just feel like, wow, I'm free.
Well, yeah. I mean,
free.
that was kind of, we put it into test yesterday because I did the same thing. You know, we were out there doing
Well, I want to tell everybody. So he's coming home. I'm waiting for, he's beats. I know that doing a bike ride gives you energy, but the kind of bike ride that I'm ready to get into is maybe not what you want to hear when you come home.
The birthday was different. You know, we didn't go on their birthday. You know, Belle came out and we had a nice birthday dinner of delicious kale bowls. I love.
Yeah. So I was telling John, you guys, I said, so I did this thing out on the trail where like I held my sinuses open, I got deep breaths, and I started practicing like relaxing my neck, my shoulders, my arms, my hands, and I noticed this boost of endurance. So yesterday we go out there, boom, you noticed it.
Boom, yeah. Yeah, it was good.
You know what else I noticed though?
Airflow.
That when I came home from that 30-mile ride, I looked in the mirror and I was like, can you tell? Can you tell I did a 30-mile ride? You know, no, I couldn't tell. And even the next morning, I'm like, do you notice? Do I look more fit? Can you tell I did 30 miles? I mean, I swear, my brain thinks like everybody else. I wanted to see instant results like a regular human being. The old me would have completely spiraled. Why bother? Okay, you know, I went on a ride and nothing's changed.
Yeah.
So why even bother getting into bicycling? Same, you know, the same concept with food was kind of how I used to think. You know, you start a diet and by Wednesday it's like, why bother?
Yeah, really.
Nothing's changed.
I don't see any difference.
Why do our voices change too when we think?
I don't know. But
we talk about our old self.
That just happens.
But I don't spiral. I know.
No, but I mean that's how the world is. Like everybody want instant freaking results.
Proof. We want proof.
Yeah.
Proof. I don't know how many times I could say it, but it's just, I went through a list of all the things. It just, the new me understands that consistency is the proof.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the beauty of it all. Information alone doesn't change us.
Right.
Or we would all be healthy. What we need is the proof. Is that what you think it is?
What do you mean?
It's consistency.
You have to consistently do what you're doing, no matter what it is.
I have to keep going on my bike rides.
Yeah.
That's how I get my bike body back. It just happens over the winter. It happens after you lay on the floor for a month in March. Because here's the thing. When we think about it like this, you guys, don't you know vegetables are healthy? We all know vegetables are healthy. Fruits and vegetables are healthy. We all know we should be eating our plants off. We all know that movement matters. We all know stress matters when it comes to, I mean, we've been talking about this we started this podcast in 2024.
Yeah.
We've been going at it. Sleep matters. So why do people stay stuck?
They have all the information.
They do.
How? I don't know how. I mean,
Wow, we jumped right into it.
well,
Did we mean to jump right into it?
why not? What do you mean jump right into it? Yeah, how?
I was going to say, hey, we're coming back from a week of Isabel coming in here and talking about all that stuff. That's why I kind of like didn't think about the week, because I didn't want to think about putting all that vulnerable, real time talking stuff out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That wasn't, I want to let everybody know. We came in here thinking this is going to be a plant podcast.
Plants.
We're going to talk about plants. We're going to talk about reversing disease. We're nutrition experts. We're going to talk about that. We've helped tons of people get this down and turn it around. It's all about the plants. That's how we came in here. That is how we came in here. That is not how we're going now.
No, because like everybody knows. You all have the information.
That's what I realized. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it.
No.
Why isn't it happening?
What are we going to do? Hang up our headphones and that's it? I mean,
Well, no, I think it was,
we got to move on to what's really going on.
well, we were doing our own healing right in front of everybody because we were starting something new that wasn't, our identity wasn't podcasters.
No.
Our identity wasn't, hey, let's lay out all our life out in front of everybody and just start healing right in real time.
Yeah.
Even more, because we realized it wasn't about the food. It wasn't just about the food, and it wasn't just about the information.
It's way deeper than that. I mean, sure, the food kind of gets you going.
Let me ask you this. Well, one, what were you just thinking right now as I'm just going,
I'm just
no,
thinking.
what are you thinking? Because we're talking about like all that information didn't really change us. We went all these years. We come into the podcast room. What do you think was the biggest change for us in here?
I mean, well, for me, I don't know about for us. For me, it was like really living the information, not just trying to project some perfect freaking life.
But I think that's how we try to start.
Well,
Fair?
I'm just trying to start as if I knew what I was doing.
No, well, we knew what we were doing in terms of nutrition.
Oh, yeah. And I mean,
Without a doubt.
as podcasting.
There we go. So let's use that as an example, because I love the way that your brain thinks on this. And I get to ask you this, and everybody's probably wondering, because it's the same thing. So we accomplished losing the weight, we accomplished reversing the disease. And when we came in here, we were kind of like, hey, let's practice the same tools, but with starting a podcast. Like I wanted to share with the members, like, look, we're going to do something. It's uncomfortable. It's hard. Our identity isn't this. We know that we just need to show up and do it, but why aren't we doing it? So anyway, we just jumped in here and we started doing it. And that's when things really shifted for us, because we started facing these uncomfortable things. You know what I mean? And we went through all the same stuff, the information. How do we start it? We had 18 whiteboards. We overthought it. We had too much information. We were overwhelmed. You know what I mean? And then, well, it's the same kind of thing. What I'm basically saying is what we were realizing in here was exactly what we were experiencing in the plant-based world or the nutrition world, coming in here and being, why isn't everybody getting this down?
Yeah.
Is that where I'm?
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, why aren't they? Well, that you were like trying to help. I mean, you're coaching and you're doing this and guiding and helping people with their plant-based and their food and everything. And then it's just like you have the information because you ask people, how many people, all the doctors, all the information, you got all these books, you got all the information.
You know what it is? Well,
It's
I know.
not safe to just freaking go out there.
Well, no, but we did it. And that's what I'm talking about. We knew even this information. We have already built the community doing it. But what we were doing was facing uncomfortable things in here. And it was like, oh, we did it. And then we realized it was all about the consistency of showing up, of that uncomfortable stuff, of facing uncertainty and this new identity. And now people are going to know this and now they're going to know that.
But that's when you grow through all that hard stuff.
It is.
You're not going to know how to grow or do things better without trying.
No, but we get stuck in the deep truth of it all. Information alone doesn't change you, or it doesn't change people. But what I noticed and what I've learned, and even for us too, like this is relatable all the way around. Shame is what collapses that consistency. Back to the bike ride. What I don't look any better.
Yeah. Why go again? Why go again?
So we had learned not to do that to ourselves because we saw that it worked. We had proof that this worked. So we were like, oh, we know exactly what we need to do.
And it didn't work overnight.
No.
Going plant-based and losing weight and getting healthier and getting rid of our disease. I mean, that didn't happen in 1 or 2 meals.
I would say shame collapses consistency for everybody is what I watch. And we knew not to give up because we felt it even coming in here. We felt it. It's in us all to feel that, oh, this doesn't work, so forget about it. I suck at this, or I'm not going to be able to do good at it. It creates that. It creates the collapse of consistency is what it's all about. And then the old identity overrides all the information. Even though we knew, and this is for anybody trying to get healthy or trying to move, even though we knew showing up every week, that's all you got to do is show up every week. You're going to figure it out. It's the old identity of, oh my gosh, we're going to go in there and put ourselves out there, or maybe I'm going to say something wrong, or it's not going to be right. That old identity was still coming in here.
Yeah.
And I was like, shh, you know what you're talking about. You know what you're doing in here.
That old identity is holding the reins. It's like pulling you back.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
But you got to get into it. You got to just
identity
jump in.
overrides information, and that's where so many people are at. They've got all this information, but they're not integrating it because they fall into that old identity that we get stuck in. I can't do this. I failed at it. I blew it. It's over. I had a mistake. I'll start over Monday. And then we learned most of all last year in the podcast, dysregulated people.
Oh, man.
Can't sustain change.
That's right.
When I say that, what do you think? So I could take a drink. I got to take a breath.
I think. Well, you just keep talking, girl. I just think.
But I think people want to know what you're thinking.
Yeah. What was I talking about?
When I say dysregulated people can't sustain change, and you're like, yeah. Like, what are you thinking when I say that?
Well,
because now you understand.
Well, I just think about it's not just the food and everything else. I mean, I think about other things in life or anything you're trying to do. Like you gotta it's not discipline, it's the regulation, like you're saying, being regulated. What does that mean? Like you do have control. It's like understanding it, learning it. Really.
Well, we talked last week about cortisol and the tornado.
Yeah.
And when you're running from lions or you're running from tornadoes, this is a dysregulated state.
Yeah. And
we can be there. You can get cut off in traffic and boom, you're in the red. You're thinking, oh my God, that son of a gun. That's normal to be in all those places. And then there's that frozen place of like, I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. And we spent a lot of time there in the beginning of the podcast. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. I don't trust what I'm doing all the way, but I know if we keep showing up, it's gonna get easier. You guys are watching it get easier for us because right now we're in this moment of we're just talking about our life and like how it's transformed and why we do what we're doing. So we have realized that when we're not in the tornado and we're not running from the lions that aren't even there,
Right.
It's the place where people are doing the healing. I can take in the information. I realize when I'm out on my bike and, I'm in this regulated state of just breathing and just listening to the wind and the ground crunching underneath my tires. I didn't know that at the time, 10 years ago when we started this journey of healing, but that was tremendous healing out there when we were doing that. That's
Big
how I
time.
started thinking better. That's how I started putting the business together better. That's where I do most of my work out there, is when I'm in that place of it's all making sense. So we know now dysregulated people can't sustain change. It's you cannot be running your whole life from things. You can't be in survival mode your whole life, because that place seeks relief, the soothing, the alcohol, the tobacco, the drugs, the food, the distraction, the avoidance.
You can't focus on anything.
No.
With all that going on.
It's like we weeded out the last bit of that when we got in here, and we were all like, oh my gosh, now what?
What are we going to do? We got to do this right.
We said we were going to do this. Then we put ourselves under the gun. And
then
I
got like 8 pages of notes. And
I mean, do you guys want to even hear how it started off in here? Because now it's like, what did
we have? Like 2 or 3?
We had 3 whiteboards,
like
and notes.
Like 3 foot by 5 foot whiteboards.
You had
big whiteboards.
So if you were so overwhelmed that you would come in here frozen, and you represented, if I could say, the majority of people, whole food, plant-based, who have all the books, who have all the recipes, who have all the stuff, and they go,
where do I start?
Did you hear that bird?
I did. I love it. It reminds me of the trail.
I do too. We're going on the trail. You said it.
I know.
I was kind of waiting for the validation.
Oh, no.
Well, we got to open the pool.
Well, if my legs still work by then.
We have work to do. And I'm going to just be honest. The kitchen is piled high from dishes. We did not have a party, but it looks like
what are you going to do while I'm opening the pool?
That's what I'll do. I'll take care of all that
stuff.
But
anyways.
Yeah, back to the regulation. We realized in those moments, so that's when I started really understanding, oh my gosh, I see what I'm doing. I see that I'm overwhelming you because I'm dysregulated, and I wanted everything to be perfect, and I wanted to come out here and be like, okay, everybody, this is the best way to prevent and reverse disease. And then I realized, you know what? Everybody's doing that, that's not me.
That's so tiring.
I wanted to come in here and be like, you guys, this is us.
This is it. We're watching a bird fly by.
People needed to feel, that's what just happened.
Well, it's like people are, they have a good, like, they want to do good, and they are helping some people, but I'm not going to be like, what is it? Talking at people.
That's what, I don't want to. I want to tell you guys, you're right here with us, figuring life out.
For that 4 seconds I do scroll, it's like, hey, what do you like? Hey, you should do this in your life. Hey, you should do, like, you just shh. Your life isn't perfect either. Quit acting like it is.
Well, I could see where it's just what we've all learned.
It's marketing, all that stuff. It feels like.
In all the coaching I've done and all the courses I've taken, all the certifications I've gotten, there's a heavy vibe on that. You do this, turn it into a business, start making money, Yeah. That's just not, we want to.
You got to do this and make this much and have this pricing tier and all this stuff. Like,
there's a lot. I mean, I dealt with that too. And something about it was like, I felt like it was like sandpaper when somebody would mention that, and I didn't understand. Now I do. I didn't want people to feel the way that I felt. I got to sign up in order, I got to spend all this to make this happen. I
don't want to retire off everybody's pain.
This is what I wanted. I wanted people to feel safety first. People need to feel safety first, and I've intuitively done it because of life experiences. I wanted people to feel safe when they came in here. Yeah. I knew the problem from the beginning wasn't lack of information. You know what I mean? And you know this because of, for instance, we've talked about your work stress in here and how you knew what to do, but you couldn't make it stick, for example, like with the guitar.
Yeah, it's definitely with the guitar. I relate a lot of this too.
You do?
Yeah, just
how?
With the different teachers and just all the different chords and scales, and you got to learn this. And here's 3 quick tricks to, learn the guitar better,
Really?
or play better, or you want to improve your solos? Hey, come and buy my program.
I'm sure everybody knows what that feels like to hear and to see.
A lot of different things. Man,
Let me
it's
ask
just
you something,
craziness.
because you just said to me the other day, I found a guy, and I mean, I'm going to just give everybody an idea. We're
Go
on the
ahead,
trails.
because-
I have no idea what you're going to say right now. So we're on the trails, which, by the way, we cranked up that hill. I did it finally, no hands. It was like my fourth ride up it. And anyway, geez, what just happened? I just left the building. So we're going up the trail, and you say to me, I found this guy. And in my mind, I'm like, this must be how people feel, like going to find another approach. Like, even though you know that you got to be downstairs practicing your guitar in order to get better,
Right.
You're still, I notice, looking for, information. You're still taking in information. There's a part of the process that we do
There
that.
was definitely a piece of the puzzle missing that I've been looking for.
So this guy, I can't wait to hear this.
Well,
So this guy starts talking about something, and I'll be honest. When you were telling me about it on the trail, I wasn't even paying attention.
well, yeah, you're not into the guitar. You don't know.
So I want to ask you now, what was it about this guy that you think clicked? I'm just curious.
Well, it's one of my, there's like 5 different teacher dudes, guitar guys that I check out, and I get back around. And I just happen to I saw this guy's email in not a spam folder, but like promotions or whatever. I'm like, why is he there and not in my regular thing? Of course, everyone wants to sell their course, but I'll take their free stuff on, online or YouTube, their little quickie things. And it was totally different. I mean, everybody starts out, the chords are one thing. Chords are chords here, there, all over the place. But it's the scales and different patterns and stuff. And it's always starting like the top string, the deepest boom, bum, 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 like that. But this guy put it together from the bottom up, like really getting into the bluesy solo stuff that I'm trying to get into. And because I've been trying. I know. I've been learning all this stuff, and I'm like, it just doesn't sound like these guys. What is going on? I got to figure it out. So seeing how this guy lined it up with, here you starting on this one is like different neighborhoods of notes. Like here's these notes.
That's right. You mentioned the way that he was teaching, that it was different.
It was awesome. It was just way different, starting from the highest strings, the nicest notes where all the solos and stuff are. Like still the same patterns, but just using the bottom 3, the 3 strings, the highest notes.
I'm curious now, because I'm just thinking, did he make you get into a place that was just easier to play at first, so it wasn't so intimidating?
Yeah.
It feels like you just said, I took him, that he took you to an easier place where it built up your self-confidence, and he didn't
He connected what I needed connected. I've been looking for this. I've been looking, okay, let me say, I've been looking for something.
And I'm not leaving here without
something.
And I'm not leaving here without something.
I'm from around the way,
That's right.
So I think this is what I feel this is what I needed for sure.
What happened to my chair?
It's right. It swivels. You're fine.
Okay.
But anyways, I feel
clicked.
way better. Yeah, he's a really awesome teacher.
So
anyways, it should start sounding better pretty soon.
Did you notice a change right away, or did it?
I haven't gotten to play it yet. Oh, we had company. Belle was over. We hung out. We went on a bike ride yesterday, and it really kicked my ass.
Well, because we rode a little bit differently.
It was great. Woo, yeah. Nice.
Take them out there.
And then when you go back the other way, holy cow, the wind. I didn't even realize. No wonder it was so easy going that way.
Oh, yeah, because we could be out there. And I just want to give these guys an idea. We ride no hands. We like to ride no hands. We just sit up, we pedal. It's not a unicycle. Although I want to try one. There's this guy.
That's way different.
This guy I follow, and you've seen him on the unicycle. He's jumping like 3 feet, 4. He's jumping ridiculous height on a unicycle.
That's okay.
Boom.
That's crazy.
Anyway, it's unbelievable to watch. That's the stuff I think about when I'm going up the hill, no hands. I'm like, come on. You can go up one. Your tires aren't even leaving the ground.
You have 2 tires. Jeez, come on.
Anyway, we're riding up. We like to ride no hands. And then when the wind is behind you, it's like our confidence levels up here. We're like, look at this. We're hauling ass. And then on the way back, we're like,
Holy smokes.
this isn't as enjoyable as it was on the way
Then
out.
it's like I'm holding on. I'm down as low as I can to get underneath the wind. It's like, holy shit.
It's
Come
that
on,
time of year.
legs. Come on, legs.
It's that time of year. Well, and it wasn't even just that part of it. It was that Isabel, we are just out there feeling really relaxed. Like we're free. We get to just do whatever we want, stop wherever we want, goof off. And then I loved it. Isabel's like, hey, are you guys up by this, Glacier Park? And I was like, actually, we just passed. She's like, well, I'm going to come up there. I'll meet you. And I was like, cool. But then I thought, it's going to be a minute, so let's see how far we can go. And that's when the wind was sailing on our back.
Well, I plan on going to Wisconsin with you.
Oh, today.
Okay. But yeah, she called. I'm like, well, we got to at least go to Potato Bridge because then we got our 20 miles in, I know.
Tommy, you know where Potato Bridge is.
Yeah.
You've been there, Tommy and Lisa. So we go up to Potato Bridge, and then all of a sudden the ride back, it was a couple more minutes it took us. It took a couple more minutes, and we were just really quiet.
Yeah.
Just nose down, pedaling. We get there to that park, and we ate lunch. We brought our kale salad and our pasta and all that in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, but I should have brought a spoon and not a fork.
You said it like 50 times.
I know. I was like,
come
God,
on.
I want to eat this. I can barely eat.
I just took,
I want to just shove the bag in my mouth at that point.
and I was like, you know what? The fork is working. And on top of it, you brought like a baby fork.
Only for you.
Well,
You like those little forks. Next time it's a big old spoon.
we'll bring one today. So as soon as we get done eating lunch, she's like, you know what? How about if I meet you back down there at this other park? And I was like, okay, we got this. But I didn't want her waiting so long. So I was like, we'll hurry up and we'll get down there. Again, it was like the wind in our face. So then we stopped for a while, hung out on a pier, chilled out, and then another blasted wind in the face on the way home. But today, no resistance.
Yeah, there's barely any wind.
No resistance. And our rides are getting easier, as we're going. So do I need to convince you of anything else?
No, we're going up to Cheeseland.
Up
to Wisconsin and back.
I love our rides. And here's what I was gonna say. What time are we at actually? How many? Well, that's why I'm asking.
32.
Okay. I also wanted to mention something I noticed on the bike as we're talking all this. When we open up, you're seeing all your ads. You're seeing all your stuff. You're seeing all your information.
Right.
The information I keep seeing out there, everyone's talking about regulation now.
Oh, I see that too. I just roll right past it. I'm like,
Everyone's talking about
You don't even
regulation.
know.
Everyone's talking about nervous system, burnout, trauma informed, being overwhelmed, safety, momentum. But I was thinking, what does that look like in real life?
I wonder what that looks like.
What does that look like?
I know what that looks like on the health report.
Well, I'll get to that in a minute, but I'm going to let people know what that looks like in real life is what we're talking about. Not quitting after one meal.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Not restarting on Monday. But from the guitar to the bike rides to the plants, it was staying with ourself.
Being consistent.
Being consistent, not spiraling. Most people are talking about regulation, but we've built a whole community of people who are actually doing it. And we've been doing it right in front of everybody.
I know. It's just been amazing.
It's been kind of cool.
It has.
I thought this was going to be, this is what I mean. This is what the whole thing started like this. I thought this was going to be a nutrition community. But I realized all that information wasn't what was changing people.
No.
And it wasn't what changed us.
No.
It was learning how to get what that was, living it, feeling it, getting out of that tornado and recognizing, not just talking about skills. We got the skill power over here.
That's right. We had to learn how to live the information.
Yeah.
Remember, I would say, learn it, live it, love it.
Well, and those would just be like words we would
Yeah,
say,
I know.
phrases.
Ooh, that's pretty cool, but
Now I
there's
get
deeper
it.
meaning.
Now I get it. And I think a lot of people over here are getting it. Now people understand behaviors over here. You know what I mean? We're doing it right here with them. We're showing them this is what it takes to show up all the time and to face the fears and the uncomfortableness, and now people understand behavior change over here. It's big.
Big time, because I see it. I see it. People are really freaking doing it.
Now people understand stress and patterns and emotional eating and nervous system and consistency. And I know you're about to break down the health report, because when I looked over my notes for Saturday support and I hear what this is turning into, this is not, this really isn't about the nutrition part, because everybody here comes in and knows about nutrition. It's not giving up on themselves. It's all of these things that they're integrating and getting down because of community, support, safety, and repetition.
Yeah.
And it shows. So I guess
Heck yeah.
this is the time
This is the time.
this week's Plantspiration Health Report, which, we came in here thinking, oh, look what the plants do. We're going to do this health report every week since we started this podcast. But what we've learned along the way and what we continue to share is these people all knew how to eat plants.
Yeah.
But now it's sticking.
Yeah, for sure, because we see results.
We see results. So this week's health report is brought to all of you amazing humans, you Plantspiration members who continue to check in, who continue to share, who continue to show up for yourself. You're understanding how this works, and I'm so impressed. So this health report is brought to them by them. I lost track because I was just like, wow, these guys are
It's
great.
brought to them by them.
It's just amazing watching this happen.
I know, it's freaking
For
great.
so long, I was like, why are people stuck?
Yeah, totally.
Now all we're talking about is how
really,
people are getting unstuck over here.
Like, I got a bunch of little things all listed out, but I got to tell you, in a summarized situation, members are reporting something really powerful.
You better get your finger on that drum.
I'm telling you.
Do it right now, practice it.
This is the clapping, not the drums.
Okay.
We don't want that.
Yeah, we want the claps.
People are certainly doing better. Less spiraling, less shame.
That's what they're writing down.
Less, I blew it thinking.
That's what they're writing down on our health report.
People are starting to navigate real life.
I'm asking you.
What? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I like narrate or not narrate,
Okay.
but like
summed it up.
summarize.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't want to.
Thank you.
I can go down. More energy, less bloated, fewer crazy, more regulated.
Fewer crazy.
Cravings.
True. And that too.
And yeah, because they're calmer, less stress, less stress with same life. I mean, I can go through these. They're more active.
I like what you have. Yeah.
They're just awesome. Oh, one last one. People feeling proud of themselves. Oh,
We
my
hear
gosh.
that.
But people are starting to navigate real life, like restaurants, travel, stress, family situations, busy schedules, without emotionally unraveling afterwards. Especially at work with all that junk food and stuff
All
people
of
bring
it.
in. Oh my God. Hey, you want a donut? I'm like, I'm 59. You know how many donuts I've had? I'm good. I don't need any more donuts, but thank you.
You know what? They're learning
I'm not
the
that
identity.
rude,
Their
but-
identity shifting right in front of us. They're catching themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They're realizing life is going to keep lifing. There's no willpower that's going to get you through that time and time again. It's not about motivation. It's about this.
I do remember using that line once. I'm like, I'm in my 50s. You know how many donuts I've had? I'm
Actually,
good.
you're almost.
Thank you very much.
You're almost in your 60s
Hey,
now.
I just turned 59, so it's going to be quite a while.
Okay.
At least a year
You're
or
close.
so.
I think it's cool.
Okay. The Plantspiration community, they're reporting more awareness, more self-trust, more regulation, more flexibility. They're living
nice.
the information is what they're doing.
They're living it.
Instead of punishing themselves, they're learning how to support themselves.
Well, and this makes sense because when you're not punishing yourself, you're already getting regulated. When you recognize, I don't need to shame myself. I don't need to punish myself. I don't need to think that I'm going to quit riding or quit this if it doesn't work out day one. You can be aware, like, oh, I get it. I heard that we got to kind of have consistency. I don't need to fall into my old patterns and my old stuff.
Yeah.
And then when you see other people doing it like this is why we're seeing it.
We are seeing, you know what we're seeing? We're seeing people pause, hydrate, breathe, regulate,
Actually doing it.
pack supportive foods. Like they're going places and making sure that they're ready, because they don't know what's what food's going to be available where they're at. They know they bring something, they're safe, and everything's going to be great. They recognize body signals earlier and continue forward instead of quitting. And honestly, that is real transformation.
That is real transformation. Last week, we were down, and all of everybody, like we've talked about in this podcast, the health industry is the marketing for losing weight loss drugs, all this stuff. It's tremendous. It's taking over.
Yeah.
But we're talking about health.
Yeah.
We're talking about sustaining this. We're talking about the only diet and lifestyle ever proven to prevent and reverse disease, lifestyle medicine. And people here are realizing that we're building health literacy in real life.
Yeah.
We're taking the information and they're actually using it, integrating it, and then the weight is coming off. Last week we were down 2,616 pounds. And where are we at this week?
This week, well, let me get my finger on a button. We are down to 2,631 pounds.
Damn!
That's awesome. People are really crushing it.
I said damn.
No, not perfection, not obsession, not like controlled by something, That's a real identity shift that people are doing. They're no longer asking, did I fail? Or am I doing it right?
No, it's like a completely different shift.
It's the identity shift. They know they're doing right. They know if they stick with it and be consistent,
they know mistakes are going to happen. We talked last week.
That's what we did.
Yeah. And we did it right in front of everybody here.
Yeah, and here in the podcast.
Yeah.
So they're asking, how do I take care of myself through real life? That's the shift.
You're doing it.
I'm telling you.
I'm really grateful that we didn't give up when things didn't always go. Oh, were you not done? Keep going.
Oh, I have I love these other ones, man. People are just in better moods, making time for themselves, reduced and stopping meds, controlling their glucose, eating more plants, more fiber, less fat, better sleep, more movement, hydration, breathing, regulation, showing up in group, camera on and involved.
Is that what I said?
Reading that. Yeah.
I love reading that.
That was awesome. You guys.
That's exactly what we hear. People
awesome.
feel safe. They're doing it. They're learning regulation. Like I said, they're taking the information and they're bringing it home.
They're living it.
They're living it. What would you say you've noticed the most with this shift within the community? Like, what would you say is then the most consistent? Because you're in Saturday support group. Mm-hmm. You hear it. And to me, it seemed like every single person in there didn't feel like, I got to try harder. No. I've got to work. Like, what do you...
They're doing it. I noticed there's more people, more cameras are on.
Isn't that amazing?
More involvement. And
it's crazy.
They're really doing it.
It's crazy to see happen because this is what I would have been wishing for. Mm-hmm. And I get it. And I'm telling everybody right now, right here listening, it is not easy to just turn on a camera, say we're going to do a podcast.
It's not easy to put yourself out there.
It's not easy to put yourself out there, in a lot of places.
Right.
But
in our support group, that whole word support, we're supportive. It's a safe place. We're all talking about real life.
People keep saying that too.
Yep.
It's just coming down to... Information can tell you what to do, but community helps you become someone who can do it.
Oh, that is awesome.
I guess that's what we're going to say this podcast is about.
It's about
this week.
Crushing it.
It is about crushing it. And I just want to help more people reach those goals. Stop the shaming. Don't let the old self override. We've got all the information. I mean, it's information overload, but like I say in class each week, I say to everybody in class each week, and I'm going to say it right here to you guys. How many of you know, yes or no? Put it in the comments. And plus, we love comments. Please leave the comments down there. How many of you guys right now are riding down the road, listening to the podcast, cleaning your kitchen, listening to the podcast? How many of you right now are thinking, you know what? I'm going to start tomorrow and I'm going to really hit it hard and eat the plants and start moving and it'll give me better sleep and all this. I want you to really never start over again.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know what?
That's the thing.
Community's coming back.
For sure.
The internet is all the social media. I don't know what's making me say this right now. It's like I want to put this out there. It ain't going to last, social media. It ain't going to keep up. Listen to me, ain't it? Ain't. Well, I'm from around the way. It isn't going to keep up. And community is coming back. People are getting sick of the way that things are going. Mm-hmm. People are sick and tired. And I'm going to keep on changing that. Yeah. Because we got a community of people who are just the opposite.
That's right. They're really doing it.
And they're getting older and they're getting wiser and they're getting healthier and they're getting happier. Yeah. And I want to see more of that. So I want to say thank you for doing this journey with us.
Heck yeah.
I love coming in here, even though sometimes in the beginning I'm like, God, we could have went for our early bike ride.
Oh.
But
it's good, and we're great.
We're getting it all in. All right, we thank you guys. We want to remind you, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. This is a movement. You're part of it. You're making it happen. This is the change people need to see is what's going on over at Plantspiration. And we've got a great class this week. We're actually talking about the metabolism myth.
Nice.
Our Eat Your Plants Off classes, they're built around lifestyle medicine, nutrition education, and actual regulation.
Yeah, we'll rev up that metabolation.
Metabolation. Well, so many people think, my metabolism's broke.
Yeah, well, it is from the old diet.
We'll get into that. So we'll see you guys next week or hopefully in class, and keep on eating your plants off.
Yeah.
It's the best thing you can do. Drink some water and text somebody you love. Get out of here. It's a nice day. We love you.
Go.